Welcome back to S.WigginsTV. I'm your host, Worldwide Wiggins, and I'm about to do another episode of Hood History. And you could classify this under PTSD hoods, even though this hood is a little different. You know, a lot of people haven't covered this hood, so you know me. I like to root for the underdog. And I seen somebody in the comments earlier, bro. You said something real weird, bro. Yeah, dog, you always doing these boo-boo hoods, dog, that fell off. Yeah, these irrelevant, defunct, extinct hoods. Bro, I'm not these other YouTubers, bro. I don't follow trends, bro. Do you not see? You blind mother... You lucky I'm monetized. I'm not them, bro. I don't cover the bigger gangs for clout, bro. I'm doing this for LA, bro. I'm doing this for the streets of LA, bro. You ought to appreciate somebody like me, bro, because I'm not doing what the next man doing, bro. But woosah, I'm going to calm it down. But you have a right to your opinion, and I respectfully disagree with your opinion, okay? Anyway, let's get back to the program. Once upon a time in LA, there was once an alliance called the 211 family in West LA, which consisted of the homeboy criminals, the most valuable pimps who, like I told y'all, turned into MVP, Gangsta Crip. The Fairfax Posse, which turned into Fairfax Gangsta Crip, allegedly turned into Mansfield Gangsta Crip. And Ready to Serve Gang. They adopted the name 211 family because they used to do a lot of, drugging, you know what I mean? Allegedly, okay? This is back in the 80s, 90s, so, And for my people outside of California, a 211 is a police code for a strip and a jacket, you know what I mean? Just like everybody knows, a 187 is police code in California for a murder. If you've been rocking with S.WigginsTV for a minute, then you for sure remember my first few Forgotten Hoods episodes when I did the 3 211 criminal sets, at least the ones I knew about at the time, in L.A. County, which was the Linwood 211 criminals, the Hawthorne 211s, Gangsta Crips, and the Homeboy criminals, which was situated around West LA. But now I'm hearing they got a Pasadena 211 clique. But that's another chapter. If you're from that hood, or you got peoples from that hood, hit me up. Feel free. 213-436-1296. I'm like Mike Jones. But today we're going to be talking about the West LA Homeboy 211 criminal gang. Now, right off the dribble, this particular 211 clique distinguished themselves because they spelled they criminal C-R-I-M as in mouse, I-N as in nose, O, like criminal. It's kind of hard to call them a PTSD hood because they wasn't really necessarily, tag banging, They weren't really taggers like that. But that's kind of why I didn't really want to put the PTSD on it, but you get what I'm saying. They was a smaller, but they was about it, bro. I'm not taking nothing away from them, bro. Shouts out to them. They was young ninjas that started their own crew, and they was really banging they set and making a name for themselves in the LA streets. And despite their name, they wasn't really into, the Hoover Court. They kind of had their own motion cracking off. Despite getting into it with a lot of hoods, they was actually cool with A-Tray Gangsters and Inglewood family, at least at that point. The Homeboy criminal with the alliance of the 211 family was definitely ringing bells from West LA to South LA, even to Santa Monica. In the past, they had feuds with large gangs like the 60s, the Rolling 20 Bloods, the Schoolyards, the Venice Showlines, and even by yourself when they was hustlers. As I mentioned in my Skateland USA episode, the World on Wheels skate park was a place where gangs got into it frequently. When the Homeboy criminals would come up to the World on Wheels and they had the 707, they had certain events, they would often get into it and go at it with other hoods. And they also went to other local functions and parties and get into it all across LA. But like most homegrown LA crews with no blood or Crip identity, they ended up being asked to join a bigger gang, to join forces with a more renowned set. Now pay attention, okay? I don't want to hear, I'm dissing nobody hood. Listen, bro. And for the Homeboy criminals, that was the Marvin Gangsta Crips. In the late 90s, the Marvin Gangsta Crips asked the Homeboy criminals to join forces and turn they hood. And at this time, Marvin's was larger in numbers and reputation. And so they respectfully decided to join forces. And make sure when you tell people I did a story on the homeboy criminals, that you tell them I never said they got pressured or punked or marked out into pushing Marvin. I said they was asked to join forces and they did it respectfully. You guys take my words and twist it, and people get into some funk behind this, bro. So when you go quote me, you gonna quote me right. I'm not having it, bro. But yeah, shouts out to the whole boy criminal. Shouts out to the Marvins, all the hoods I mentioned, man. Hoovers, all that, man. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. If I got something wrong, let me know, man. Hit me up, man. I'm out of here. Wait.